The problem with the camera is that it actually has a fixed aperture of 2.8. As we're looking at this footage, the settings are the ISO's at 100, which is where it should be. The frame rate is it's at 720p, 60 frames per second. The shutter speed should be double that, which is 120. So you don't really want to increase the shutter speed beyond that, because that can create kind of a staccato or jittery effect where you don't have enough blur in the image. So your shutter speed should always be just doubled. Now, if I bump the shutter speed up to like 500, this would probably be properly exposed, but that's not appropriate. And so what you've got here is you've got the ISO at 100, you've got the frame rate at 60, 720p, you've got the shutter speed at 120. The aperture is fixed at 2.8. Normally with the camera, you would stop that down to like maybe f20 or f22 or something to get proper exposure, but you can't do that with the camera. So then the only way to really get proper exposure is with an ND filter. Now, believe it or not, with this camera right now, I do have an ND2 filter on there, and even with that, it's still completely blown out. So I didn't have time to finish my test today, but I'm going to try to get out tomorrow and put, double up on the filters, maybe get up to ND5 or 6, and see if that puts me in the ballpark of where I need to be. And what I'm trying to do basically is just get the best aerial footage that I can get, the most filmic, highest quality. So I've had this quadcopter now for about a month and a half, and I'm slowly learning all the little things about it, all the limitations. And one of the limitations is the fixed aperture of 2.8. So basically, as is, out of the box, the only time you could really film is maybe on a cloudy day or at dusk or dawn. If you try to take your camera out, you can increase your shutter speed, but you're not going to get good quality footage. So the only option with this camera, the dirty little secret, is you need ND filters. The only question now for me is how many filters do I got to put on this thing to get in an acceptable range. But I'll keep you posted, and I hope to do a video tomorrow.